Moral tales. Moral tales.
The mysterious Nzambani rock. There once lived a young lady named Kasioka. Kasioka was unlike anyone else in the village. From a young age, she felt a disconnect with her assigned gender, yearning to live as a man. Every day, as she watched the men working in the fields and crafting tools, she felt a deep longing in her heart. If only I could be who I truly am, Kasioka would often whisper to herself as she walked through the village, her eyes filled with yearning. One day, as she sat outside her home, Elder Mwetu, a wise woman known for her deep understanding of people's hearts, noticed Kasioka's distant gaze and called her softly. "Kasioka, my child, you have a heavy heart. What troubles you?" Kasioka sighed, the weight of her unspoken desires pressing down on her. "I feel trapped, Elder Mwetu. Trapped in a body that doesn't reflect my true self." Elder Mwetu nodded thoughtfully. "Kasioka, there is an ancient legend about the huge Nzambani rock which is believed to possess ancient, mystical powers. Legends whispered that if one circled the rock 7 times, their deepest desires would be granted. However, only the bravest dared to approach it, for its powers were unpredictable and shrouded in mystery. Perhaps it holds the answer you seek, though it is in the deep forest and dangerous." Determined to change her fate, Kasioka set out on a journey to the Nzambani rock. The path was treacherous, but her resolve was unshakable. As dusk fell, she reached the clearing where the Nzambani rock stood, looking creepy under the fading light. "There it is. The Nzambani rock," Kasioka whispered, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and hope. The rock seemed to hum with a strange energy. Kasioka gathered courage and placed her hand on the rock, feeling its power resonate through her body. "Please, grant me my true form," she murmured, closing her eyes. As night fell, Kasioka took a deep breath and began to circle the rock. Her steps were steady, and her heart pounded with anticipation. Slowly counting her laps, she went on round and round, and with each lap, the rock's glow grew brighter, enveloping Kasioka in a cocoon of light until the last lap. The light became blinding, swirling around her in a dazzling display. Feeling exhausted and dizzy, she closed her eyes and whispered, 7, oblivious of what is going to happen next. Suddenly, a surge of energy gushed through her body. The light that swirled around her finally faded. Kasioka slowly opened her eyes, and alas! She had already transformed into a man. She, now a he, looked down at his new form, a sense of wonder and joy filling his heart. As dawn broke, in disbelief, Kasioka looked at his reflection in a nearby stream to confirm his transformation. It worked. "I am who I was meant to be," he whispered, touching his new face, his voice deeper and filled with emotion. "From now on, I will be called Musioka, for I am a man." With a newfound sense of self, Musioka walked back to the village. The villagers, noticing the stranger walking into the village, gathered in curiosity and awe, asking each other, "Who is this man?" Ignoring the villagers, Musioka went straight to meet Elder Mwetu, calling out, "Elder Mwetu, Elder Mwetu, I did it, look at me." Elder Mwetu, smiling warmly, approached Musioka. "Oh. Welcome back, Kasioka, and what should we call you now that you have changed?" she asked, her eyes filled with pride and acceptance. "Musioka, now I am Musioka, Elder Mwetu." All the villagers gathered around to witness this mysterious transformation. Musioka stood before the villagers, feeling a mix of apprehension and hope. "It is I, Kasioka. But now, I am Musioka. I have been transformed by the Nzambani rock, and this is my true self," he explained, his voice steady and resolute. The villagers exchanged glances, then started to smile and nod. "So it is true. Welcome, Musioka, we're glad you made it," their voices filled with genuine acceptance. Elder Mwetu came out and placed a hand on Musioka's shoulder. You are who you were always meant to be. Welcome home, my son, she said, her voice filled with warmth. The villagers celebrated Musioka's transformation, honoring his bravery and accepting him wholeheartedly. The story of Nzambani Rock was shared with a new sense of wonder and respect, inspiring others to embrace their true selves. Musioka felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. Thank you, everyone, for your acceptance and love, he said, his heart overflowing with gratitude. Elder Mweta smiled at him. Remember, Musioka, true strength comes from being true to oneself, she said, her words resonating deeply. Musioka lived his life with joy and fulfillment, his transformation a testament to the power of self-discovery and acceptance. The village thrived, forever changed by the courage of one who dared to embrace his true identity. One evening, Musioka stood at the edge of the village, looking towards Nzambani Rock. Thank you, Nzambani, he whispered, a smile playing on his lips. And so, the legend of Nzambani Rock grew, a beacon of hope and transformation for all who sought to be their true selves. Musioka's story became a part of village lore, inspiring generations to come to live authentically and courageously. The end. Moral of the story: this story helps us understand ourselves better and strive with courage to become what we really dream of in life.